Now let's move with the access ID. So what is this access ID? ID is unique, not multiple. And for one element, we cannot provide multiple ID names. So you have the multiple elements, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 6 elements. We have the specific ID name. For first element, 1 is ID name. Second element, 2 is ID name. Third element, red is ID name. Fourth element, green is ID name. And the next element, blue is ID name. And the next element, GS is ID name. But ID name is, don't give the multiple ID names. At the same time, ID name is not duplicate. Class name may be duplicate. Tag name may be duplicate, but ID name is not duplicate. ID name is not duplicate. So one thing I want to define, ID name is not duplicate value. ID name is not duplicate value. Class name may be duplicate value. Tag name is also duplicate value. Maybe I can have a similar name of IDs, sorry, similar name of elements or similar name of classes, but don't give similar name of ID names, similar name of IDs. Am I clear? So in that way, we have to remember. So let me go with the program, how to work with ID. How to work with ID. Let me close this previous programs. Okay, so access ID. Access ID dot HTML. Let's try to give the H1 web development. Can I go with this? And H2 full stack data science, and give the H3. H3 is blockchain applications. Now come to the script. Access ID. Access ID. Document dot get element by ID. This time get element by ID. Name of the ID. Whatever the ID name you have, that ID name you have to specify. But I don't have any ID right now. You have to specify some ID names over there. The first element is called ID called 1. Second element ID called 2. And the third element have the ID called 3. Let me give the ID here. ID is equal to 3. Fine. Now what my requirement is, I can access the first element first. Document dot get element by ID called 1. Dot, don't give any specific index. Here in the ID case, there is no index. Remember it. Very important note point you have to remember. In the case of ID, there is no index. In the case of ID, there is no index. Document dot get element by ID, just ID. Dot inner HTML. Suppose I want to change the inner HTML for that. Inner HTML is equal to something like Srini. Okay, so see the output of this program. Open in the browser. You will be having Srini. Got changed. Got changed. We got a Srini, right? So in this way, you can change the ID. So for example, the last one, 3, I want to change the thing. 3, I want to change the thing. So document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID. ID name called 3. And dot inner HTML. I can specify the inner HTML as React. I say React. When I say React, the last element got output as React. Can you see and observe? You got a React. Am I clear? How to work with ID? So don't provide. One second. So come to the program. Come to the nodes. So ID also have some rules. ID name, rules and regulations. What are the rules for ID name? Same concept. Whatever the rules we have for the class, the same rules will be followed for the ID name also. So in the case of, you can specify ID. ID name is user defined. ID name should not start with the number. ID name do not have spaces. ID name do not have any special characters. What are the different kind of special characters we have? Something like a hash symbol, @ symbol, dollar symbol, percentile symbol, this symbol, that symbol, this symbol. All these symbols are basically special characters. All these are special characters. Now come to the point. And ID name allow hyphen underscore as a special characters inside, and ID name is not JS keyword or identifier. ID name is not a JS keyword or identifier. One more important point, ID name is not duplicate for any element. And one more important point, ID name, multiple ID names we cannot give. Multiple ID names we cannot give for a single element. For a single element. Multiple ID names we cannot give for a single element. That is very important. This is the theoretical part. So I will share the notes also in the drive. In the group also I will share. If anybody want notes, please give me a comment. Request for the comment with your Gmail ID or your WhatsApp number. I will share the notes also. This is the notes I'm saving for all the programs. Don't worry about it. Even the programs also I will go into the GitHub. I will share the GitHub link for you. Please comment in the comment box for the notes. Okay.